Ryan Clark from ESPN's First Take on if Myles Garrett or Micah Parsons, two guys that are going to be on the same field on Sunday, is the more impactful defensive star in the NFL.
Myles Garrett, and it's actually not even close. And this isn't about Micah Parsons. This is about everybody in the league. Myles Garrett is the most dominant non-quarterback in football. He's unblockable in the run. He's unblockable in the pass. He has athleticism like we've never seen. He's a freak of an athlete when we talk about where you can move him to each and every position along the defensive line and never lose in the run game, never lose in the pass. There's constant pressure, and there's so many times in the first 2 weeks of this season that I've seen Myles Garrett make back-to-back series-stopping plays. If he played on a different team, if he played in a different city, we would frame the conversation around Myles Garrett the way we framed conversations around J.J. Watt and around Aaron Donald.
Hard to argue, and that's a guy that knows what he's looking at. That is a multiple-year Pro Bowl secondary guy from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I like what he said. I said it on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show today. They asked us the same question, and generally speaking, when you have two pass rushers, and I would say probably the top two pass rushers, arguably, in the league, you're going to have those comparisons about which one is better, who has the edge. And I said, listen, guys, it's really not even that close. And no disrespect to Micah Parsons, because he's a freak of nature himself. He's a monster in his own right. But the way Myles Garrett goes about the business it's different. It's levels to it. And I take it a step further. If Myles Garrett played on a great team, think about the level of what, that Micah Parsons got to go from the Cowboys to the Packers. They were both better than Browns. If Myles Garrett, think about if Myles Garrett played in Buffalo. Think about if Myles Garrett played for the Ravens. Think about if Myles Garrett played for even a team like the Bengals. Myles Garrett will be mentioned as one of the greatest defensive players ever. People would already be talking about him is he better than Bruce Smith? Is he better than Reggie White? Lawrence listen, he has that type of game. Like he's freakishly athletic. He's durable. He has multiple moves. He's even dominant in the run game. I've always asked him to do more in the run game. He's been dominant in the run game. And it's one of the things where he's so good, but he would actually be even better because his lore would be crazy if he was playing for a team that was competing for games. Can you imagine him being in a playoff game where he's able to dominate, or being in the NFC Championship, AFC Championship game where he's playing against a Joe Burrow, a Patrick Mahomes where he sacks him 3 straight times, a strip fumble, a sack, a block kick, to win a football game? They'd have him elevated as one of the greatest players to ever put a jersey on, let alone defenders. It's just a doggone shame that we've seen this twice. We've seen it with Joe Thomas, who's one of the greatest tackles to ever put your jersey on. We've seen the fact that he never played in a playoff game, and his name is great here in Cleveland, but his name doesn't ring out the way it should because he had an opportunity to really show his talents to the world if he was on a good team. And I feel the same thing about Myles Garrett. If he was on a better team and a team that at least had some competent play, he would be mentioned as one of the greatest to ever do it.